So we're en route to San Jose, California. A gentleman that's been following us on Instagram for quite a while. Him and I have become friends, chatting and things of that nature, and about different cars. He was looking for a 71 Roadrunner or GTX, and he had asked some questions, you know, asking if we do have any for sale. We actually didn't have anything that fit what he was looking for. So he ended up finding something up in Washington. He's had it for about three or 4 months, and he also has a 70 Challenger, and he decided it was time to let the Challenger go. So he reached out to us last week and, you know, offered it up to us, and we chatted about it for a little bit, came to a deal on it, and so we're heading down there to you know, inspect it, purchase it, load it up. On the way, we have a warehouse that's actually kind of on the way, a little bit through the back roads, but, you know, in the same direction. And so we decided, you know, we always try to make it all make sense from a travel perspective. So we're going to drop off a couple of the bodies that Brandon just finished up in the warehouse until we end up using them or somebody buys one. So we're going to drop those off on the way, pick up a couple cars that we need to ship to our new dealership in Texas. And so we're on our way to San Jose, California. Look at a Challenger. Unique thing about this car is it's got a gator grain top, and I don't know about you, but
they didn't make any. They didn't make many. Anyway,
we do have another Challenger that does have a gator grain. It is a gator grain top car, but they are very unusual. That one, the top's been long gone. It's a project. It's actually for sale at our dealership. But this particular car is, I believe, the original gator grain top that's on it. It was like a one repaint Survivor. So I'm interested to see what it looks like, the original one.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're on our way to San Jose, and hopefully we'll be coming home with a Challenger. So stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. This one, 69 Charger RTSE 444-speed Dana. It's actually all numbers matching. It's built white with a black vinyl top. We had one of the guys up in Sly Park area do some work on it. Once we got it, it was kind of, you know, it was a few things wrong with it and stuff as far as, you know, in the valve train and a few other things that we had him manage and him take care of, and runs great now, but in the beginning the brakes didn't work very good. It's a one repaint Survivor. This is the original interior, original engine, supposedly. I haven't checked the engine, so I shouldn't say that till we get it checked. I just went off of my friend's word, but I was buying it either way. But it's a factory GT350 4-speed air conditioning car in Acapulco blue. One of the better colors. I don't know, you know, everybody can argue different color what's best, but this one sure doesn't. It's no slouch. So. But yeah, one repaint Survivor, and I think it was painted literally like in the 80s or 90s, I think. So it's in remarkable condition for what it is. We're gonna have Antonio just kind of clean it up, and then we're gonna ship it to the new dealership. So. All this down here in this area, you got to take advantage of every little space you can, huh?
Well, so are you're from Brentwood forever? You been there forever or what?
No, I grew up in San Ramon for a lot of my life. But I was
ended up out there.
My parents moved like 12 times in 12 years.
I got you.
So we were always moving.
Gotcha.
So you kick the old girl out and put the new girl in. Is that what I'm seeing here, bud? Jeez, it didn't even last like 3 months.
I know.
How long did you get the runner?
I just got it.
I mean, it was like 3 months though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
3 months ago?
It was pretty quick.
That's wild.
Let's see. I could do this from this way.
Yeah, that runner looks good, man.
Yeah, go ahead and check her out. It's all good. Yeah, dude.
Definitely gonna check it out.
Oh, you're right.
And it was Washington.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was trying to remember what we talked about. What state it was in.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a beauty, dude.
Yeah, really check her out, man.
Original.
Let's see. She's opened up. You can open up.
I think it is original, dude.
Yeah, I can't see this being like some repop shit, especially with what's going on in the front. And then even if you look at these old clips right here, you know, like, I don't know. I can't see that being like something.
I think Sergio will be able to tell us if it is or isn't, but it looks original with some of the wear and stuff, like up here where it's starting to split a little bit. That would be indicative of it being original. But
the way it splits?
Just the way that if you look at it from here, you know, you look down the center of it, you can see how it's lifting a little bit, which I think is amazing. If this is the original Gator Grain top, this is amazing condition. Like I told you, I said do not do that.
Yeah, just leave it. Yep.
Yeah, this is clean, dude. Just a little bit of wear, just.
Yeah, this one had started not that long ago. That split. This just had started a while back.
Yeah, I think that's just pretty standard.
Yeah.
Because this is the seat that got all the wear.
Yep.
But check that out. The overhead console.
I think the headliner, I'm pretty sure the headliner was done at some point, but there was another, I can't remember if it's gas or whatever. The other light used to, unless it's just a bulb situation, but on the top console, that all worked too.
I bet you this thing is 96,000 miles.
Oh, I believe so. I have no doubt about that.
Just the way that it's sitting there, the way that it's... This is really nice, bud. This is a nice car. What do you think, D? Pretty nice car, huh?
Pretty solid too.
I just want to see the backside of this fender tag.
This might work. I think it might be too thin.
I just want to see the backside of this. I just want to see if they still have original paint underneath it. The LA plants had really weird font, and then they also had this style. But most of them that I've seen, yeah, I think they repopped this. I don't think this is the original. See how this would have been painted at one time, and see how it's so shiny right there? So somebody remade that. It's kind of a bummer, but flip this back.
So you did hear that there was a small run of stuff like that, though.
Yeah,
that was a thing.
There is some of these. I just don't notice them because they look like the normal ones. So I don't really notice them, and then unless you really look and see, what plant the car was made at. But the majority of the challenges that I have the really weird font that I sent you.
Got you.
But this one doesn't have a build sheet at all, right?
No build sheet, and I didn't pull the rug. I never pulled the rug, but it was more like back seat and trunk situation that I looked for, and I couldn't find shit. And that's when I started like going on forums and asking around on Facebook and shit if anybody knew anything about that. And then people were just chiming in like, "Oh, you're not gonna get that from an LA plant car," and I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess it's a thing then." Yeah,
I don't know of any LA plant cars that we have it on either, but I never really thought about it.
You got a light on it?
Yeah, just trying to get, there we go, right there. 1970. trying to get the numbers here just to make sure that the cars. So you got the 3
1170.
1170. What is that, like a 131170?
Yeah, I checked the
131170.
matches.
So that works. And then there's another stamp right here, which. So you work from home?
Yeah, man.
Are you a tattoo artist?
I'm a tattooer.
That's what I thought when I checked out your page a couple months ago when we were chatting.
Who's this weirdo messaging me?
And you had and then you told me that you were. So there you go. So 1170.
Yep.
So the car, the VIN, the partial, and this match. It's just this, unfortunately. I don't think was the. Gosh, this thing is so original, though. That's the crazy part.
It's had a quarter done.
Yeah, we knew that. He said that. But I'm glad you were able to point that out.
Hell yeah.
Well, this one's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
Oh, is
they
it?
didn't paint it.
Yeah.
They didn't do the. Yeah. But original trunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Without,
even the
like-
radio, and all those
And
speakers.
even the space saver with
the-
the. That's cool.
canister.
The old shit. right
Yeah, that's cool because that's the original. You know, would air up the tire when you needed it.
I got you.
That inflator tank. God, this thing's. I just wish that fender tag was here, man. That's such a bummer.
Yeah,
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Like I said, I got it from a son-in-law, and I don't think he was really the car guy, and he was just like the daughter didn't want it of the original owner.
Though. Yeah.
They were over it, so when I found it online, you know, when I found it online, it was a bunch of small photos that wouldn't blow up. And I
Yeah.
kept just passing it by. And I was like, whatever, like, you know. And then finally, I was calling all over the country, talking to people, and then finally, I came back to this, and I'm like, it was in Los Baños at the time, and I'm like, this car's right here. Like, I'm calling all over the country. Why don't I just fucking drive and check it out? And so that's what I did. I went and drove and checked it out, and when I pulled up, I'm like, holy shit, like.
Just like us.
Oh yeah, I was just like, damn, like no, I left the deposit right there. I'm like, dude, I'll be back, you know, like.
They did a nice job. Whoever owned this car did a nice job, literally like just taking care of it.
I think it's even got like these, and I don't, but you know, the red drums in the back, still got that shit. And I love that all the radio still works, all everything, overhead light and all that kind of shit.
Well, and it's an RTSC, so you have the SE, but you also have the small window right here. So this window is indicative of the SE package. So this is an RTSC 383 4-barrel automatic and factory Gator grain top. And I actually believe it is. But unfortunately with the tag, I mean, this is my opinion, is the tag's not the original tag. So without a build sheet, really hard to prove that. Still cool, just, and again, I believe it.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I mean, I think if it was
don't-
like a 440 or, you know, shaker or some crazy shit, then I'd be like, okay, wait a minute, you know, but it wasn't like it doesn't seem like they tried to fake the funk, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
if they were going to fake that,
Yeah.
they need to put a 4-speed
you
on
go
it,
crazy
they'd be
with it.
doing a
Yeah,
bunch of other things
exactly,
to it.
you know?
And I would imagine back when they put that, when they did this and made the tag, I would imagine that Gator grain top probably wasn't even that big a deal at that time.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah.
Like, why would they throw that on
Yeah.
there? But yeah, that's a bummer though. But you never looked under the seat. You never looked underneath the.
I never got
carpet?
under the rug.
Did you pull the back seat?
I
No?
pulled
You
the
did,
seat,
okay.
but I didn't get any from that. But
Yeah,
I
they
never,
do have them under the rug. They have them in the back seat. They do have them. Actually, you know what? The best place that they have them is on top of this glove box. But I doubt. Let me see. Yeah, we'd have to take that out.
You've seen them in the glove box before too, huh?
Yeah. I've seen them in here too.
Oh wow.
I've found
Build
them
sheets.
5 years later. No, fender tag.
Oh shit.
5 years after I bought the car, thinking it didn't have it, open up the ashtray and boom, there it is. Let's see if there's anything. Have you looked at any of this stuff?
Yeah.
Tilts. That's cool. Very cool. Really cool car, man. Just bummed on that tag, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
The Mopar shit on.
Nothing you can do about it. You can't rewind time.
True about that.
Wow, this thing is. Do you know how do you know how the headliners would have been on the SEs?
I think it's more of a
Would it
vinyl
be like
situation.
That's what I was looking at. I've never seen
I don't
one
think it would
done
be
like
this
that,
felt.
but
You know what? I normally wouldn't think that, but given this is an SE,
Maybe.
I kind of think this is it.
Then they have these
Really?
weird panels like right
Yeah.
behind the.
But Tony is much better at these little intricate things than I am.
But yeah, let's turn this thing on.
Turn it on, start it up.
Yeah, let's. I know this thing. The radio's weird, but the speakers, all that shit still works. It's a trip.
That is a trip. So you do all your tattoos here at the house?
I do.
People just come here and you do it here?
Yeah, I've worked at the
That's
shop.
pretty
I
cool.
worked at the shop for a very long time, but now when I have a baby boy, he's inside actually taking a nap, but
Yeah.
just chill out.
You just take care of your shit here.
just take care of my
That's
shit.
awesome, man.
Yeah. Then it makes that weird noise. But yeah, all this shit works. Like all these little lights, all this original stuff. Like you can see it much better at nighttime, but you see that green light in there. A lot of people always ask me, like, "Damn, that shit still works in there." I'm like, "Yeah." Oh yeah, you can see all that instrument stuff.
Can we pull it out a little bit?
Yeah,
Get it
of course.
outside?
Yeah.
Did they have the original wheels with it or no?
No.
Just the aftermarket ones?
Yeah, just these.
Yeah, she's a beauty, man. He's gonna check and see if the numbers are good, but I think even if they weren't, we'd still be a buyer. So we
Right
appreciate
on.
it, brother.
Hell yeah, fucking
We
A.
appreciate you reaching out to us.
Oh yeah,
'cause,
no, dude.
You know,
It's
these-
awesome to finally meet you guys in person.
and it works for both.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, fucking A.
win for both. Plus,
Yeah.
you got a new toy in there. So have you had that out a lot?
No, I
So you just got it in
yeah,
there?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to check that out before
Oh no,
we leave.
definitely, bro, definitely.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna get you. You have a title, obviously, and
Yeah.
all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. We're gonna get you counted out here in a minute.
Yep, both match.
Both match. So, numbers matching. One repaint. We believe it's the original vinyl top. We believe that that's the original Gator grain based on the condition of the seats. The interior looks all original. The engine actually looks all original. Somebody just painted it and must have either misplaced the fender tag, or I could be wrong. Maybe it's not, but I don't think that's the original one. I really don't. It looks too nice on the back. too much shiny on the front.
I don't know if you're interested in these. The trunk was full of these trophies too, from like local car shows and shit. I always try to get the bone on here. It's like it's a classic rock while I'm listening to this shit.
And I can tell the wires too close to the motor or something because I can hear the RPMs through the wires.
If you want, go out that way. Because in this neighborhood, you don't want to go on the main street.
All right.
Yeah, not this stop sign, but the next one weighing a left. Like, dude, feel free to get on it. Like, it goes. There's no problem with it doing its thing.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That wasn't even floored either.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's this thing's it does what it's supposed to do. When did the Mopar thing start happening? Because I remember, I thought I heard your pop say something about like he was a Chevy guy for a long time.
Yeah, he's a Chevy guy.
Still,
my whole life when I was growing up.
So then how did that happen? Feel free to get on it, dude.
Like Fast and the Furious and all that. And I was like, dude, you should check out these like Chargers and stuff. And then we bought a car for me and him to build. It's a '66 Chevelle, and it was just a roller.
Yeah.
I was like, this thing needs everything.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's get a Dodge. So then we ended up buying a Charger, and then we ended up selling that one. Then that just started the addiction. I was just buying them.
Seeing all the options and all the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Will she make it home?
I think so.
Yeah, I
if
don't think
not,
it'd be
we
a
got
problem.
2 replacements we can trade out.
Awesome. Yeah.
Appreciate
No,
it.
dude.
Just sweet.
No, it's good to finally meet you guys.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
absolutely.
Be the first of many, man. I'll see you guys again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.